What's up everybody, Water Gaming here, and welcome back to more Fallout 4 survival mode here in the Pridwin. Today we're gonna continue the Brotherhood storyline until they ask me to kill off the railroad. And then I'm gonna switch over to the Institute and do some stuff for them. So, let's go speak to Elder Maxson and get on our way then, shall we?
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
No. I'm insulted, buddy.
I'm not sure I like how you're asking me that.
And I don't appreciate being betrayed by my own soldiers. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Damn.
There has to be some kind of mistake.
In my experience, Proctor Quinlan doesn't make mistakes. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have some nerve.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know what to say.
This isn't a request that requires an answer, Knight. This is a direct order. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor. And this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Screw you and screw your promotion. Right, Quinlan, what have you got for me?
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
I don't want to talk about it.
I understand. On to your orders, then. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
I don't like your tone.
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Okay then.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Scribe,
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
No.
I'm following orders. You should do the same.
I know I should. But before you head out, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Danse.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Alright, so we have to go over to Listing Post Bravo, which I believe is near the, wait, what is that place called? It is near the, actually, it's near Greentop Nursery. What am I thinking about? Right, so, leaving Boston Airport behind now, we've got to make it back up into the northern area of the Commonwealth. So, after this mission, I'm assuming that's when they get me to take out the railroad. So, at that point, I'm going to switch over to the Institute. I'm going to see if I can actually get up to the point today where I can betray the Brotherhood. If not, it'll be in the next part. But, in saying that, we've got to make our way up to Bravo. So, let's just take the river, and I'll cut to whenever we get there. So, we're coming up on Bravo now. This lovely, pitiful thing of a thing. I believe there's some enemies here. Yes, there is. These little annoying people, well, not people, robots, turrets, or whatever it is you want to call them. And I think there's someone else. No. No, he is dead. And did I already activate this? Power elevator. No, I did not, because quite clearly I haven't discovered this location before.
Intruder.
Ah!
Identify yourself.
No, just go away. Ow. Paladin Danse, I feel like you're not being a buddy. You're not being a buddy, Danse, and it's, you know, really annoying. He's coming towards me, so let's go have a little chat. Danse, where the hell are you?
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Danse.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even want me alive?
No.
Of course not. Synths are the enemy, remember?
All too well. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
Yeah, I'm not killing you.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxson's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Yeah, I'm still not executing you, Dance.
No, I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
Because, Maxson's wrong.
You're the proof that Maxson's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Yeah, there is that little problem to deal with.
Actually, I might have a solution. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxson will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Dance's holotags. And now we need to get out of here. After I loot the place, of course, because, you know, looty, looty, loot.
When did you start collecting antiques?
I brought you along, didn't I, McCready? Oh, bugger it.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
Because you're a dick and everyone knows it.
I refuse because your orders are ridiculous.
How dare you? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
That's insane. He dedicated his life to protecting mankind.
Is that what it told you? How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
Will you listen to me, you evil bastard?
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Trust and respect, you'll lose us both. He saved lives. Oh boy.
Just listen to me. If I've earned any of your trust or respect, while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive. Which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight. And your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Hey.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxson like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post. But it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Right, with all that done now, we've got to return to Elder Maxson. So, yeah, I'm just going to take off running because, yeah, I've only got one signal vertibird left. No, you know what? I'll run. I don't want to waste it because it's only literally just, like, you know, all the way down there. You can kind of see it in the distance.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
I'll never understand it. But I'm not going to mention him again.
Then consider this a lesson to reflect upon as your service to the Brotherhood continues. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Body's not even cold, and you're already dividing the loot?
To the victor go the spoils. Being a part of the Brotherhood, you should learn to appreciate that sentiment. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Yeah, bastard. So, Blind Betrayal's finally been completed. This is the last part for the Brotherhood, but yep. So, tactical thinking, that is where you go take out the railroad. I'm not going to go do that, but I want to go get my suit of power armor first. Right, now where is my suit of power armor? Is this it? Yes, it is. So let's pop in this bad boy. This now belongs to me and not the Brotherhood, so you know what? I'm taking this and I am leaving. I'm not returning to the stupid Pridwin. I'm going to see it blown out of the sky. Right, so we're going to go start with the Institute quest now, but before I do that, I need to make a duck back to Hangman's Alley to drop some stuff off. So, I'll go quickly do that, and then I will just cut to whenever I get up to good old father, because, yeah. Oh, this is so much faster than taking that bloody vertibird all the way down to the airport. Good God. Right, so we're back in the Institute once again after dropping off that power armor. We have to go see father about the next step in the Institute questline.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I think you already know what I'm gonna say, man.
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Father. Of course. You're right. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Yeah, the Brotherhood's a bunch of dicks.
Seriously, this is a waste of my time.
Like many things at the Institute, this has ramifications beyond the immediate objective. Keep that in mind. A Corso will be waiting for you near Bunker Hill. You'll need him.
Right. We have to reach Bunker Hill. We can either inform the Brotherhood or inform the Railroad. I'm going to go inform the Railroad. So, I'm gonna have to run all the way back over here. God freaking damn it. Right, back in the Railroad HQ now, and I think I have another quest to turn in. Oh no.
Pam wants you. She explained why, but I couldn't figure it out.
I have to go hand in a quest with her anyway.
Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication.
What?
Pam.
Security
God
lockdown
freaking,
is
I can't
in
even hand the quest in. Whatever. Let's just go speak to Dez.
High-Rise was a good man. So many good men.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
Stockton and the synths are depending on us. We can't let them down.
Well said. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Oh, is that all? Need anything else while I'm at it?
No. Just keep defying the odds. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Well, this will be an interesting challenge.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
Listen. G519...
Yeah, I don't care. So let's head back over to Bunker Hill now that the Railroad's been informed, and let's go rescue ourselves some synths.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under Railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Bleep, beep, boot. Gotcha. Right, let's get in here really, really quickly. I can't really, like... I seriously can't shoot at anybody because they're technically all on my side, so... No, can't get in there. So, let's just quickly run in here. I can literally, because I'm allied to all three factions, I can literally just run through this. I don't really need to be wasting my time fighting. Yeah, I'm just gonna run through this. I really don't need to be standing around. So... Good lord, what is going on in here? You know what? I don't care. I can just do this. Bleepy dippy dippy doo. Bleep beep boop. I am getting through there. This, however, I have to take out. Sorry. Don't hurt me, bro. There is a few turrets, however. And they are Mark 7. So, you know, there still is a bit of caution, but, you know, I can run past 3/4 of it. And here they are, right at the end.
You there, synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Relax. You're free to go.
Really?
Hey there.
Okay, kill the Corsa. Oi! No! You die. Bleep beep boop, I command you to die. Deal with the escaped synths. I've already dealt with them.
Hey there.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget
Yep.
it.
That's a win for me. The synths are on the side of the railroad, so let's get back out of here through the incredibly loud battle sequence. I think it's almost done. Actually, I might go pick up the stuff of the dead here. Because literally the battle's almost over. I can go get some rewards. Everyone is literally using Gauss rifles right now. This is not pretty. 2 fusion core, couldn't care less. Anybody legendary is what I want to know. The Brotherhood just got literally... Can you people stop over there?
Fascinating.
Like, seriously. You're a legendary. Wait, can I... No.
Now
Whoa.
Because you fear death. More damaging value.
Chill, bro.
By order of the Institute, you must destroy.
Cavaliers, ew. Cavalier, yuck.
I will limit the pain I inflict, if possible.
You know what? You just need to die. Like, right now. Just go away. Oh, you had a Gatling laser. Good lord. These people have some good-ass stuff. Right, let's get out of here, head back to the CIT ruins, and speak to Father, because we have now completed this quest. So, finally, back on the roof of the CIT ruins, let's go speak to Father, who's making a surprise visit to the Commonwealth.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and it'll all be good as new.
If only it were that simple. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Your unconditional love is overwhelming. I think I need a moment.
I can accept that you're offended. You must understand, though. I have had no love to feel. We have been strangers until now, you and I. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events.
Uh-oh.
Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
What happened was, it was an ambush.
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Okay, I gotta attend the Directorate meeting, so this will be the last thing I'll do for today, just doing this meeting.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. The project has been classified for quite a long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Right. Such hard times down here.
I would never disagree that life in the Institute is better than above ground. We have done much to ensure it. Now, we take things even further. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
That's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Please,
Can't be serious!
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Thanks for running those seeds up to Warwick Homestead.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Right, Mankind Redefined has been completed. And if that is the job that he's talking about next, this is where I'm going to leave this video for today, as X6 becomes my companion. Next time we are going to start Mass Fusion, which means we are going to be betraying the Brotherhood. So we're going to be removing our first faction from the list. So, drop a like, leave a comment, let me know if there's anything you'd like to see down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video.